I wanted to bring families together to Christ, Lincoln, because there were people here who came alongside me and said, hey, this is an opportunity where we can make a difference. Can you help? And I'm like, yeah, let's learn about this together.
Hit us like a lightning bolt that this was the program that we should participate in. And it just took off from there. We knew that God was calling us, that the gospel was calling us to do this.
I became interested in the Families Together program through Pastor Bill here at Christ Lincoln. And I had talked to him about the fact that God was laying something on my heart. I didn't know what that looked like. And then he started telling me about what Christian Heritage had with the Families Together program. And the more I found out about it, the more I just was so excited about the fact that it's something to intervene, basically, to help families stay together. My experience had been after the families had fallen apart.
Primarily, what I did for the young mom and her son was drive him to and from his host family home to the facility in which his mom was living. It was amazing to me how quickly I bonded with him, just in the short time that I would be in the car with him. And taking him to see his mom was a much more rewarding experience than I anticipated.
One of my biggest prayers is for words and wisdom from me. And then before I'm going to have an encounter with the family, with the parent, I pray for that every time. And then depend on Jesus to give me those words and wisdom instead of thinking, oh, I need to say this, that, or something else. It's not me. It's all Jesus.
Through this process and learning a little bit more about trauma and how it can affect people, I now understand that when you're not surrounded by a loving family or a supportive family, or haven't seen any role models to guide you along that path, it's really hard for someone to just pick up and understand how to do that.
And I'm hoping that as this thing grows, and I think it's still growing, very much growing, that we as a community of believers throughout Lincoln can join forces as churches to really build a brand identity for what it means to be a Christian. We take children seriously, we take distressed families seriously, and we're putting our energy and our muscle behind making a difference in this area and building a narrative for us as Christians in this city.